What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 and the autumn season again. So this is the autumn season for Series 34. As you can see here, when we get 50% done, we get a backstage pass. When we get 80% done, we get the AMR Vulcan, or the Vulcan AMR. So pretty neat there. Photo challenge is just to take a photo of a car in front of the windmill. It's pretty easy. The weekly Forzathon challenge deals all around the Ford Transit van, so we'll worry about that at some point. Obviously, you have your daily challenges there. For your trial this time, you get a red racing suit out of it. So probably won't do that, quite honestly, unless I'm just going for the Vulcan AMR. The playground games, you get the 88 M5 Forza Edition. Not a bad car. I think I already have it, though. The one I am most excited about is probably the Toyota Celica 94. I always thought Celicas were really neat, and I specifically love that body style of the 94. So the street race event gets you a Lamborghini Centenario, and the cross country event gets you the Holden VL GRPA. So we're going to jump into the Digon Rally, and we're going to unlock this Toyota Celica today. So looking at eligible cars, we've got the Sports Quattro, the Delta S4. We can get a Lancer Evo from the shop, but I'm going to use our Barn Find Impreza 22B STI. So I'm going to jump into it, put a tune on it, and we'll go ahead and jump into that championship. Alright, so we're in the 22B STI, and we're looking through our tunes, the suggested tunes. So we're probably going to go with this first one. It says Seasonal Road, which is what that tournament is, or championship is. There's the share code if you want to download it and use the same one. It's 168884272. So let's go ahead and download and install. And it's going to be right under 50 grand from a completely stock 22B. So the class limit is B700. So obviously you want to tune it as close to that as possible. So let's go ahead and jump into that event now.
I've been looking forward to this autumn championship for ages. I think you'll enjoy this one. What am I saying?
Right.
Of course
Looks like
you
we've
will.
got 2 circuit races and 1 sprint race. So looks like we could have used our already souped up Sports Quattro, but for the sake of keeping content not the same, right? Plus the 22B is just a really cool car in general. So jumping into the Broadway Village circuit, let's go ahead and get on the road with the first race. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it's fine. One of my trigger stops was on. On my controller, that's kind of weird. I don't know why it would have been on. Alright, here we go. So, if you're curious about the controller I'm using the Razer Wolverine Tournament Edition, I think. Or Ultimate Edition, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the Ultimate Edition. There is a video on my channel, unboxing it, if you want to see that. Yeah, definitely going a little better now, so I don't know why that trigger stop would have been there. Alright, 1 lap almost down, and we are in 5th place. We should be able to reel the rest of the pack in through the next couple turns. So there's that Celica right in front of us. It is such a cool car. I wish they still made Celicas. Especially the, I mean, I think that this one's going to be the all-wheel drive, like the rally spec, I think. If not, I mean, Forza Horizon gives you the capability to make it that, so. Alright, but we are up in the first place now, finally. And now we just got to hold back the rest of the pack for the remainder of the lap and a quarter of this circuit, so. Getting a little too hard on the brakes there. So let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite, we'll say, four-door rally car is? Or we'll say all-wheel drive car. Stock all-wheel drive car. I mean, you've got Evas to choose from, you've got Subarus to choose from, and I mean, even then, you've got the different generations. Make sure you let me know, like, make, model, and year. I mean, you've got plenty of Audis in there. But yeah, just let me know down below in the comments what your favorite all-wheel drive, we'll say all-wheel drive four-door car. Maybe we'll change it up in the next one. I mean, I guess we're in a two-door now, but I've always been enthused by, you know, what they call estate cars overseas, right? You've got the RS6 Avant, you know, just station wagons. I've always loved hatchbacks and station wagons, and I'm not really sure why. I have just always liked them. But we got 20 points there, won the first race. Let's go ahead and jump into the next one. And we're off in the Prince's Street Garden Circuit. So, let's see. Got the Celica there, we've got some Evos, we got the Lancia, or a Lancia is what I should say. This is a nice tight little circuit too. What I really wish that they had in these Horizon games was like some dedicated racetracks. It's like really cool that we can race through streets and stuff, but I really wish that they had some, like, I mean, they don't even have to be real racetracks, kind of like what they did with the Lego Valley expansion. I know we haven't played that on the channel yet, but I have played it on Xbox. But there is like a dedicated racetrack on the, or on that map. I wish they would do that more, like, in the actual open game, the primary world. Ooh, just like that, we're up in the first. Just because I think, you know, it would be a neat addition to the game, and to the maps, so. In the first, though. But yeah, there's lots of, you know, current rumors going around about Horizon 5, which, you know, I'm excited for. I kind of don't like the way that they did progression in this game, as far as, like, you being able to access any car, like, right off the bat. I feel like the old Horizon games, like 1 and 2, I feel like 3 even had that kind of access where you could just get any car at the beginning. I feel like that doesn't, like, nurture new players, if you want to call it that. As far as, like, new players to the series will just get in the fastest car they can just to get in the fastest car. And I know I've kind of, like, talked about this point on, like, previous videos of you shouldn't, like, soup up a car just to have a fast car. You should, I mean, you're in a race game, you should be building cars to race or downloading tunes to race. So, like, when I first started playing Horizon, like, that's what I did. Especially 3 and 4. When I played 4 the first time, I just kind of built the Senna up. I got the Senna, and I built it up, and it was, like, the worst to drive. And it kind of, like, discouraged me from playing the game just because I was like, oh, well, I'm just bad at driving, and just kind of, like, awful at it. And I'm not, like, terrible at driving. I'm still not great, but, you know, taking those baby steps to drive slower cars and, you know, I really haven't gone on to the tuning side of it yet as far as like seeing how to perfectly balance a tune. But I download tunes for it, and I know not to look for, you know, the fastest tune. I know to, like, if I'm gonna do races that don't require a PI level, that I want to, like, you know, hit somewhere in the middle. I don't like putting cars more than, I mean, 2 PI level increases is kind of like pushing the limits to me. Obviously there's some exceptions to that, but like, it's fun to have a fast car, yes, but like, to me, the essence of the game is driving slower and getting used to like the slower cars, and then kind of building up to the faster cars. So that's I kind of didn't like the way that they did, just your access, the open access to cars in this game, but I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, I don't have anything against it, because I mean, you can still, by your personal choice, just go with slower cars from the beginning if you wanted to. And that's kind of what I've done in this playthrough, outside of my Xbox One, just, you know, kind of just taking time to drive different cars instead of just souping one car up and trying to stick to it. So, but we did win that race. We got 40 points now in total for the championship. We have one more race, so let's go ahead and jump into it. On to the final race at Lakehurst Riverside Sprint, I think is what it was called. So just gonna run through here. Sorry, I feel like I'm ranting a lot on this video, but I mean, I guess you wouldn't even call it ranting. I'm just talking more so. But you know, just if there's anybody out there that's new to the series, like, I mean, I came into Forza Horizon 3. I'm pretty sure Horizon 3 had the open, where you could just go get any car from the shop at the beginning. I can't remember 100%, but 4 for sure gives you that openness, providing you have the money. But I like the way that 1 and 2 kind of lock those down behind, you know, the wristband progression, where you had to get so many levels up before you could access different cars. But that's just me. Again, I don't mean to rant or, you know, talk badly about Horizon 4, because it is an amazing game, and I think it's just, you know, more people probably want the openness of the shop, because I mean, it is more realistic. Like, real life, if you have the money to go buy a Lamborghini, you're not going to be told no just because you can't drive. But I'm taking this race with ease. So that's kind of something else too. Like, if you're a beginner and you're being done like these races where you have to like beat unbeatable driver tires is daunting, just make sure you have a good tune. Like this one, for example, this car was free, and because it was a barn find, and all I did was go on the downloaded tunes or the suggested tunes. You know, the very first one, usually that's how it happens, is the suggested tunes are going to be for whatever the Forzathon event is. So you just, you know, find one with a creator that has or a tuner, I guess is what they're called. The person who created the tune. Just find one that has either good stars or high stars or, you know, whatever. Some of them might not have any more than one, just because, I mean, this one it was created today. So there's probably not too many people that have actually like raced it enough to actually like it to get the stars up, but the creator level or the tuner level, he was level 20. So I'm gonna trust that, you know. Usually if there's like tuner level 1, I'll kind of skip over those unless they've got like ratings, but they shouldn't be tuner level 1 if they've got ratings on their tunes, because that's kind of how they work, or those levels work, I believe. So, but we are 65% through the race. And as you can see, I'm taking it with ease, you know, just making sure I, you know, brake when it's red and let off the gas a little when it's yellow. You don't have to keep a perfect racing line. I think it's highly skilled drivatars is what I have them on now. I mean, they're keeping pace, but they're not like super duper hard to beat. You just kind of have to, you know, just have somewhat of a racing line. Clean racing, again, having a good tune definitely helps. I know when I was playing on Xbox, that was my biggest thing. I just felt like I could never beat them. And then playing on PC and actually taking time and, you know, not trying to tune it myself and tune it with all power, but just downloading tunes, definitely helped me out. So that would be my suggestion if you're having trouble with these races. If one tune doesn't work for you, don't give up. Try another tune. Or, I mean, if you try another car even, it may help out too. I don't think that there's ever a best car for these. Some of them might have that. But for the most part, as long as you get a decent tune on whatever car it is, I think you'll be golden. So, one there. We got 20 more points, 60 points. That wins us the championship. So the Diagon Rally is complete. And we should unlock the 94 Toyota Celica. There we go. And she's a beaut. So we're going to go whip it out. And we're going to go take it to the windmill and complete the photo challenge. And then we'll call this a video. Alright, so here we are in the Toyota Celica, the 94 Toyota Celica. So this is the all-wheel drive edition. So you can see, well, you might be able not be able to see it very well. Over the left tail light, it says GT4, so that means it is the four-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive version. So definitely what I wanted. Take a look at the inside, look at some old school interior there, man. There was always something I loved about not having a display at night and just driving at night without, you know, the radio display in the middle, and just, you know, kind of being in the darkness inside the car. I always thought was really neat. So we are heading to the windmill, like I said, to get our picture taken to finish the weekly Forzathon photo challenge. But we're going to take our new car there. It's pretty neat that Toyota, or this car, is even in the game. At launch, Toyotas weren't even included in Horizon 4. And I think it was sometime last year, don't quote me on that exactly, Toyotas actually came back to Horizon. So we got, you know, the Supra, we got the GT86,
Turn left.
you know, just some Toyota cars that we hadn't had in Horizon when I was playing it on Xbox. So it's so cool that they added these in here. You know, Mitsubishi was the same way. At the beginning, when Horizon launched, there wasn't any Mitsubishi. And they actually released a free DLC, which is big. I mean, the Toyota cars came for free as well, but they weren't actually like a DLC pack like the Mitsubishi cars were, or some of them. I don't know if they are all included in that. So basically, you just go onto the store, install that DLC pack, and you get the cars for free, which is just such a cool deal. So, but we're pulling up to the windmill now.
You have arrived at your destination.
Definitely the car handles so well. It is in C-Class, so it's got quite a bit of upgrade potential. That is a stock Celica that was doing, I mean, it was handling pretty well. So let's go ahead and park up next to the windmill. Make sure we get our picture taken here. Oh yeah, that's nice. So it contains our car and it contains the windmill. So photo challenge is completed. We get a super wheel spin for that and 1,000 influence. Go ahead and exit out of there. And there we go. That's where we'll go ahead and end off the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Before we say or part ways, if you want to, we are up to 3 members now in the Bomb Gaming Forza group. So we are killing it, increasing by the day. So if you want to join a club, join the Bomb Gaming Forza group. You can search it in the clubs tab of the start menu, and it's open to join now. So go ahead and join that. If you want to build a community that plays together, hopefully like you guys can find some friends in there to play online with and do some of these challenges for the Forzathon events. So make sure you get joined in there. But If you did like the video, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 4 content. And like always, we will see you in the next video.